The Isaiah Factor Uncensored starts right now.
Welcome and thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored tonight. We begin with a viral video that's blowing up the internet. More than 3 million views on X, and it's so extreme. The platform flagged it for violating its conduct rules. The Texas politician who is campaigning for the 31st Congressional District, Valentina Gomez, has been banned on every other social media platform except X. And here's why: on camera, burning the Quran and promising to end Islam in Texas.
Your daughters will be raped and your sons beheaded unless we stop Islam once and for all. We're done turning the other cheek. Remember, David didn't pray for Goliath. He killed them. America is a Christian nation, so those terrorist Muslims can off to any of the 57 Muslim nations. There is only one true God, and that is the God of Israel.
Today we talk with Valentina Gomez. Let's take a look. And joining us now here on The Factor Uncensored, we have with us Valentina Gomez, who is running for a seat in the 31st Congressional District in 2026, which is near Central Texas. And Valentina, you are causing a damn uproar on social media. What's going on?
Isaiah, good evening. Thank you so much for having me on your show. Great to be with you tonight. I mean, the people are a little rowdy because I burned their little pedophile book, but in all honesty, I haven't seen a single Muslim go against the actual rapist pedophiles in the UK and across Europe.
Now, when it comes to burning the Quran with your flamethrower, as we all saw on social media, is that a real threat here in the state of Texas or the United States? When we take a look at the numbers, they're only 1% of the population in Texas, 1%, 4 million people, those who practice Islam here in the United States. Is this a real problem, or is this about you stoking fears?
Isaiah, Muslims are raping and killing their way to take over Christian nations, and I will not allow that to happen. And I stand by my actions, and I will never bend the knee for an Islamic ideology that took the lives of 13 service members at Abigail exactly 4 years ago today.
Now, when you say you are fighting against Islam, what I'm asking is that a real problem here in Texas? And has anyone in the United States been beheaded, harmed, like you're saying in your videos? Or your one video?
Well, Isaiah, it is coming. Look at what's happening in the UK. Look at what's happening in Europe. In Europe, now girls have two options: get raped or get arrested. And I wish I could give every girl in the UK a pistol so they can defend themselves against those terrorist Muslims. So it's in the UK now, but now it's coming to America.
Has there been any indication that this is actually coming to America, or that we have seen a problem like this, Valentina?
Well, Isaiah, when there's enough of them, it's going to start. And I have received thousands of death threats from Muslims since yesterday to today. So it goes to show you that Islam is not the religion of peace, but a religion of violence.
And also, you have targeted in some of your videos the LGBTQ community. You've also targeted illegal immigrants, where you have attacked them in videos. You yourself, you're an immigrant. You came here from Colombia. And so what drives you? What makes you want to go after those different groups out there?
Isaiah, I am a proud immigrant. I was born in Colombia, made in the USA. If you want to come to America, do it legally. File your paperwork. Don't just hop the border. America, we respect the rule of law. And I don't care about the LGBTQ community as long as you leave it away from the children. But now they're chopping the genitals of our children. They're coming from them, for them. And I'm not going to allow that to happen.
All right. Valentina Gomez, thank you for joining us here on The Factor Uncensored, and we will see how your campaign goes. Welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. We just saw and heard from politician Valentina Gomez. Did she go too far? Probably saying damn right she did. Joining us to talk about it, Executive Director of Fiel of Houston, Cesar Espinosa, political analyst Angela Box, and Dr. David Branham. Well, Angela, I even think this may be too far for you.
Well, I will say this. Incendiary comes to mind. I think that it perhaps wasn't the best way to say certain things, but I think she was giving a clarion call, especially when she's talking about what's going on in the UK. And you mentioned in the interview with her what's going on in this country. Well, we have massive pockets of Islamic people in Dearborn, Michigan, in Minnesota, Ilhan Omar's home stomping grounds, Rashida Tlaib. I mean, these are not just isolated incidents. And the problem with a lot of people that have problems with Islam is that it seems to be a religion that is hell-bent on taking over the world by hook or by crook. It's the only religion that is going to mutilate a girl's genitals. It's the only religion that's going to behead you if you don't submit to them. It's the only religion that's going to, throw gays off roofs. So there are some real problems in the Islamic religion that I think need to be dealt with by the more moderate Muslims among us.
All right, Cesar, your thoughts about this and this congressional candidate, Valentina Gomez?
A MAGA supporter doing MAGA things. I mean,
do you think this is even extreme for?
This is even extreme for them. I mean, and it goes back. It's an oxymoron because in a nation that was founded on religious liberties, on getting away from religious persecution, now you're persecuting religion. As an immigrant, you're persecuting immigrants. As a woman, you're speaking against women, against. I mean, it's just. It boggles my mind to see these clowns go on TV or go on social media and do these idiotic things like burning a Quran when at the end of the day they're claiming their false narrative. This goes back to what a couple of months ago we were talking about the supposed genocide in South Africa of Afrikaners that doesn't exist, that was lied about, that they were showing pictures about. But then you talk to MAGA supporters about and Trump supporters about slavery, and they're like, oh, no, we live in a post-racial. Slavery was not real. Come on.
No one's ever said slavery wasn't real.
There's a guy recently that went on X that said that went on and said that slaves need to get over it. No, the hell not.
There's no slaves in America, Caesar.
Oh my God.
There are slaves in Islamic countries, though.
There are,
I might add.
There are, and there will continue to be as long as people like you and other Trump supporters continue to create their own narrative.
All right, Dr. Branham, your thoughts about this? Should this candidate even be taken seriously?
I don't think she's going to be taken seriously in the voting box. Now, she's being taken seriously on social media because she's so entertaining. I mean, it's entertaining, but it's disturbing entertainment. She's going way over the top, burning the Quran. In the other videos where she's blowing the head off a dummy and stuff like this. It's very, very disturbing, but it's very entertaining to look at. What I fear, though, is actually fear for her safety. I mean, those videos get death threats underneath. And when she does something like burn the Quran, and if she's serious about,
and
Muslims,
she said she received death threats as a result.
Absolutely. You can see him.
What would you expect, though?
Well, she's complaining about Muslims and what they're doing, that they're killing people and raping people, and she's the one complaining the most about it. So I would be afraid that I would be a victim of that, especially when you're seeing all these responses about, okay, it's time for you to die and stuff like that. So I really fear for her life in a lot of cases in what she's doing.
Wouldn't it kind of prove her point that there's only one religion that's going to threaten to kill you if you burn their book? I mean, you don't see Christians threatening to behead people if they
Baptist
burn a Bible. And
Christian people,
man, I'm telling
in
you,
the name
Christians,
of Christ,
Christians are the most persecuted
there's
people on
lynchings
God's
that were
green
done
earth.
in the name of God. I mean, do we forget this? This is what happens when we don't teach critical race theory, and this is what happens when we ban books in schools. You only get ignorance, and you only get people that come here and spread their hate. Like this one.
That's another question. Really quick. Hold on, Angela, 1 second. Is there such a thing as super Republicans, super American Republicans? That would be those who are children of immigrants who first got here recently, or those who are first generation? Because what we see many times, those individuals going far and beyond than the average Angela Box, the average Republican, trying to prove that they're American even though they may have come from another country, trying to prove their allegiance. Do you see a pattern there, Dr. Branham?
I think there's some cases where it's the case, but where that's the case.
And I'm not saying all, some.
Yeah, but that's the point I want to make. It's not all, because there's a lot of immigrants, the vast majority of immigrants in this country who are legal immigrants. They have issues with people who are illegal because they went through the process. They decided to abide by the laws of the country, so they have problems. But there are some to go over the edge. Valentina goes over the edge on this. I mean, when you see the videos of her violence while she's, her thoughts of these people need to be exterminated. That's what she's doing with the fire gun.
And really quick, do you see that also?
We see that all the time, and it goes back. I'm not going back to the same thing. I wish we had 6 hours to talk about this because there's a lot to unpack here. There's a woman who has to. I feel sorry for her because not only does she have to fit into this country and try to be accepted, but now she's trying to convince the other MAGA supporters that she's one of them, and she's going above and beyond, and she has to deal with these.
And will she be embracing your opinion?
She will not be embracing anything. I don't condone this. She needs to go run for the president of the KKK somewhere.
I mean,
we don't need her here.
Okay, we're gonna stop there, Angela, because here we go. Where is it? Happy birthday, Angela Box. Belated birthday. We didn't forget about you. So everyone say happy birthday. Give her a high five, Dr. Branham. Happy birthday.
Yeah, it's nice of you.
We do what we can on a small budget.
Thank you.
Still ahead.